こんにちは、歌一郎です。今日もサウスオブザサークルの続きをやっていきたいと思います。前回は、ケンブリッジの研究者である、ピーターとクララの、恋の行方にちょっと進展があったり、で、ピーターの行き詰まっていた研究内容ですね、論文にも少しクララの、協力があって、好転の兆しが見えたりとかですね、いいこともたくさんあったんですけど、ですね、大学の中で、今でいう赤狩りと、今というか、いわゆる赤狩りですね、共産主義者をあぶり出して追放するっていうような動きがあって、で、その中でクララの友達のモリーが、警察に一時拘留されたりとかっていう話がありました。で、おそらくこの後、交友関係のあったクララとか、ピーターにも類が及ぶんじゃないかなというふうに、予想がされます。なので、ピーターとクララの恋はとりあえず始まったんだけど、先の方に暗雲が立ち込めているっていうような印象を受けるので、これからどうなっていくのかなというふうに心配なところですね。はい。で、あとは、今言ってたのは過去の話なんですけど、リアルタイムの、話で言うと、南極で、遭難してしまったピーターが、ノルウェーの基地だと思ってたどり着いたところがソ連の基地で、運よく人は誰もいなかったんですけど、そこからさらにですね、別の基地を探して歩いていかなきゃいけないということになって、これはこれでどうなるのかなという、ふうに思っています。じゃあ始めていきたいと思います。ロードじゃないですね。続きから。なんか夜の遊園地ですね。
It's so much better at night, don't you think?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I saw them setting up this afternoon. It was all chaos and scaffolding, but now it's more, I don't know, exciting, I suppose. Not just all that. This. You realize this is a big occasion, don't you? It's the first time you've taken me out, Dr. Hamilton.
No.
At night? In public? Not working, not hiding a wee anywhere. We're out courting.
Cuddly toy?
Oh, you know me so well. Go on then, boys and their toys.
Watch this.
Good grief, what are you doing?
As you said, courting.
Are you now?
10 shots, sir. There you go. Knock down all the cans, the bear's yours. Or more likely yours.
I think this one's more for him.
Not many men can do what I'm about to do.
And you have good aim, do you, my knight in shining armor?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I always thought I'd be good in the army.
If only books hadn't gotten in the way. Go on then, prove yourself, army man. Well now, maybe I had you all wrong.
むず。あれ調整がすごい難しい、これ。これ、どうやって調整するのこれ。これ、カーソルでもいけんのか。すごい難しい、これ。
really don't need to prove
いけた。
anything.
やばい。間違った。あれ。うわ、過去の記憶にまた。ここに繋がっていくんだな。
Now what's he up to, cheeky little bugger, spoiling our game? Go on, see if you can get him. Ah, missed
え、外した？ぶつかってんの？当たってんじゃない？
That's enough, I think.
What's the matter, Peter?
I'm fine.
うん。あれ？
Clara?
なんか大丈夫？南極で倒れてんじゃない？あれ、どこ行っちゃったの？きっとあっちの回転木馬。回転木馬って言わないか。メリーゴーランドか。なんか落ちてる。これに乗るのか乗らないのか。どこ行くんだろう。紙がたくさん落ちてる。ピーターの論文かな。あ、なんか奥になんかある。あっちに行けってことか。この辺も特に違いそうだよね。行けないし。なんか変なトンネル。これ南極のリアルタイムのものにつながっていくのかな。あ、そうだ。どこ？うわ、なんか放射能のマーク。うわ、この時点でもうすごい被爆してんじゃないかな。大丈夫か。これが例のなんか見かけの地図表に載ってたやつかな。これどこ？きっとソ連の施設ですよね、これ。うわ、こっちは違うのか。こっちじゃなさそう。こっちじゃないんだろうけど。こっちじゃないね。あれ？こっち。あれ？なんか周囲が見渡しにくいんですよね。他のゲームだと360度見渡せたりするんですけど、また通信機があった。こっちじゃないよね。あれ？こっちかな。さっきじゃない。前回は右の、この辺の周波数だったのかな。もうちょい先か。 あ、メイデーメイデー。
Floyd, are you there?
うわー、辛いな、ピーター。
Not yet, Floyd. I'm sorry.
あ、フロイ
There's barely any
フ
fuel.
ロイドのが強いな。辛いね。
I've walked all this way.
You all right, Peter? Where are you?
That's some kind of base. Not the one we're looking for.
絶対ソ連だよね。
Are there any people there?
え
There were lots at the fun fair.
うわ、なんか意識が混濁してきて。
What the hell? Mate, are you keeping it together?
Yeah, no, there was no one. Just a mine, a radioactive symbol.
A mine?
ラディオアクティブセイ
Where the
ム。
hell are we? Can you see anything else?
あれ
Floyd, I can see the ship at last. Mountains, bay, ship, like we said.
You can see it? You can see the Norwegian ship?
I can. I can see it on the far side of the water. And there's a boat, a small boat on this side.
Okay, so that's something. Do you think you can use it to get across?
X。
Oh God,
あ、あ、
rowing. No, I can't
What
get
the
in a boat.
hell?
Not now. Not out there.
You don't want to give up this close to the finish line. I'm counting on you.
We're not going to die out here. You can count on me.
Peter, please listen to me. You know where you are now. This is the last push. You've made it this far. I
せ
know
め
you
てなん
can do
か
it.
食べるものとかあればね。
Hello?
Wait, I'll go when I'm ready.
No. If you hang around, we've got a problem, mate.
嵐か。
There's a storm coming your way.
うわ、
I know because I'm in the thick of it now. You don't want to get caught out on the water when the weather hits. Look, I know you're tired, Peter. But if you don't get moving now, you'll never cross the water. Who knows when the storm will clear? You've got to leave now.
It's all I've got.
あ、
Floyd.
無理だ
You
な、
know
ちょっと。
that. I'm giving it everything.
You have to.
ちょっと難しいな、これ。
Please, Peter. I don't want to die here.
All right.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
頑張れ、ピーター。
Yes. I'm ready.
Go on, mate. Go. Get out of there. Come on.
Peter, good to see you at last. You look well.
We were just talking about you, old chap.
Here, you got the first round in to celebrate.
Celebrate.
Heard the paper's going shockingly well at last.
No need to be too shocked.
John, your eminent professor, mentioned it. Gather you showed him an early copy.
Word spreads when something's good, that's all.
Never seen the man so delighted. So, I propose a toast. To Peter.
To Peter.
Stop it.
Don't take the compliment, will you, Peter? May this be one foot inside the club.
クラブって何？
So all in all, I hear it's been a very productive summer. Got everything you wanted in Scotland.
It's an inspiring place. Yes. Very beautiful.
Oh, she is. She is.
What are you talking about?
My hands are clean. I just mentioned Clara.
うわ、なんか嫌な感じで噂が広がってそうだな。
Peter, like I said, inspiration.
Sorry, shouldn't I have said anything?
I'd rather it was kept quiet. I don't want anyone getting the wrong idea, that's all. Clara's been helping with the readings and
Helping. Well, bit of note-taking here and there, filing.
that kind of thing. A lot of writing, too.
Oh, I thought it was more, assisting them writing.
No, she's done a lot on it now. Changed the focus of it a little, too.
Oh, I see. So wouldn't that make it a joint paper?
Sam, I think we all know that Peter is the real professor in waiting here. I think he knows better than anyone how much he put into it and who wrote what. Isn't that right, Peter?
これなんか難しいんだよ
Of
な。
course.
And he's well aware his chances of promotion would be considerably lower if he'd only done half the work in collaboration.
Of course I'm aware. Of course.
Fine.
うわ、この辺が。
Collaboration isn't a bad thing.
No, I agree.
Unless, of course, you're that girl Molly, collaborating with a communist.
I think the word you're looking for is collusion.
Well, didn't work out too well for her either way. Shame, really. I'd have happily colluded with her.
Joe.
Ah, you're right. You're right. Too complicated. I prefer things with fewer strings attached. Having the KGB and MI5 watching through the curtains, that would really put me off.
Molly didn't deserve all that. I wonder what's happened to her.
Well, she hasn't come back for the start of term yet, apparently. Beyond that, who knows? A vanishing lecturer.
Someone must know something.
You're not worried, are you? You've got no secrets to hide?
I just think she was unfairly singled out.
It's all water under the bridge. New term, things will have settled down.
怖いな、こういうの。
Fresh start and all that.
My thoughts exactly. New term, new students. Speaking of which, what do you think of those two over there?
Them? Very nice, I'm sure.
Joe, don't.
Hold this, will you?
Are you leaving us?
Don't be so possessive, Peter. What are you, the wife? Like you said, Sam, never too late for a fresh start. I meant what I said. Hearty congratulations on the paper. You always had that passion, much more than the rest of us. And this sounds like that old conundrum, women or work. Just don't forget your years of struggle. Don't miss this opportunity now. Wouldn't want you missing out on what you deserve.
All right, Joe. You've made your point.
Right. I'm off to get what I deserve. Don't wait up, chaps.
You're a disgrace, Joe.
Absolutely shocking.
He keeps doing that, doesn't he?
How does he keep doing it and getting away with it?
うわ、こんなとこで船に乗るのか。小舟に。本当はこれなんか後ろを振り返りたいんだよな。そこまでは作られてないんだね。
Come on, Pete, pay attention, head in the bloody clouds again. That's your problem. Pick up the oars and row like I told you.
また父親か。
Faster than that, son. Come on, keep them both in time.
Doing my best.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. And try and keep your weight in the middle, too. You don't want to tip us in. What a wonderful start to the holiday that would be.
Do you want to help?
This is a test of your listening, son, and trying to work things out for yourself.
こうやって常に父親に試されてるっていうのは辛いですよね。
Well, say I did, and you could only work one oar. Then where would we be? We'd be going round in circles. Oh, now look, there's a strong current coming up. It's a good test, son. Now remember what I taught you, and this won't be a problem. Keep her straight and true. Strong arms. I said strong. No, 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 no!
Trying.
That side! Harder on the port side!
Help!
Jesus, Pete, that one!
うわ。ホープ&アンカーって書いてある。
Oh, come on, give it here! Give it here! Good, you get back
うわ
there,
うわう
I'll
わう
do
わ
it. I knew you weren't made for this!
Maybe you're right.
常に試されて、常に否定され。 辛いな。
Prove you can go the rest of the way. Current's not as strong now. Here you go. I have done my best, Peter. Whatever you do in life, you can't expect anyone to do things for you. My experience.
お父さんの実体験
I
か
won't
らの
always be here to help.
哲学なんでしょうね。
And there'll come a time when you've got to prove you can do something by yourself.
今がその時か。あ、誰か立ってる？え？
Good row, Captain Hamilton.
Oh,
あれは
get
幻想
away
か。
from this thing. It looks calm out there, but it's rougher than you think.
Oh, it does look nice and calm, you're right.
It's the current. Can't you see it?
It's very nasty ripples. It's practically a storm surge.
I think if the wind had been in another direction.
Oh, come here.
ホープアンカーって書いてあったのも幻想か。
Come on, let's walk.
虚実入り混じってて、ちょっと判断できないところがありますね。
Well, I've got used to being this relaxed. What's it going to be like getting back to college, having to smarten ourselves up? I really like you like this. It's nice. Remember when we met on that train? You're so self-conscious about your shoes.
とっさに靴を選んじゃったんですけどね。
Seems silly now, eh? You were wearing that lovely sweater you've got on now, weren't you?
What, this? Well, I only bought it recently. It's a new colour for me.
You sure about that?
Positive. Oh, strange. So, do you want the good news?
なんだろう、モリーのことかな。
Absolutely.
While you're out, I checked with the hotel and they said
Oh.
we could stay another night. And I thought, why not? Extend this holiday as long as we can. Extend the celebration.
Celebration?
Oh, you know, the summer of work. The fact that it's practically all done now. And perhaps we could celebrate us too.
Us? Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Mr. Absolutely Hamilton.
Oh, stop it. I don't say it like that.
You do, and that's fine.
Ready to go home soon?
Not in the slightest. Oh, so pretty. Oh, look at these houses. Oh, if I had found someone I could row with, perhaps I could be living here.
Hey, I can row.
Well, that's good, because I think I might be in love.
Oh? Me too.
Oh, those two houses up on the cliff, look. Oh, which one should we have, the red or the blue?
It's tricky. Why not both?
Oh, go on, pick one.
どっちがいい？
Okay. Blue.
My choice exactly.
Oh, almost like I knew what you were going to say.
Well, either house looks big enough for me. Maybe more than me one day.
Family.
Well, like I said, one day.
What about your work? Wouldn't you want to finish that first?
I'll finish work before I settle down, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I love my work. You know I do. I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to keep going as long as I can. I don't see why it has to be one or the other. Would you give up work to have children?
わか
I
んない。
hadn't really thought about it.
Immersed in your work, no doubt. Blinkers on. I keep thinking about all these bright young women I'm teaching and I'm scared.
長っ。
I'm scared that despite all they've achieved, despite the fact that they're walking out into the world with a degree from Cambridge, the first thing they'll be asked is how fast can you type?
You're probably right. It's a real waste of talent.
It really is a waste, you're right. Even the jobs they get, they're not expected to keep once they've had children. All it needs is people to stand up to it.
No, you're right. I think women have every right to state their claim.
Not a woman this time. Women have been making a stand, throwing themselves under horses since the suffragettes. We need men to start fighting for it.
You can count on me.
I hope you do make a stand. Won't become part of all that. It's not easy, you know. A lot of people are still living in the dark ages about all this. Your professor, for one, I'll bet.
Oh, he's not as bad as you think.
あれ
I wouldn't
そう
be
い
so
う回
sure.
答
He
か。
doesn't know about any of this, does he?
This work?
Exactly. The work we've done. You will tell him, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll go straight to his office as soon as we're back.
これを選択できるのかなこの。
You promised me that.
Promise you that.
Good.
This is good, isn't it?
It is.
強調ってことにしていけるのだろうか。あ、これまた南極につながりそうな。あ、来た。これ。あ、たどり着いた。うわ、誰かいるかなこれ。
Peter, marvelous to see you do come in. Take a seat. I have to say, I'm delighted.
You read the final draft?
Of course, all the salient points. I must say it's very impressive.
You think so? Thank you.
Not at all. It's your work. I think the direction you took it gave it something of real value. Well, as I say, quite apart from the climate side of things, the method you developed to track radiation, I can see it having far-reaching implications, and not just in your own field. It's marvelous.
I'm glad you think so.
Yeah, first-rate piece of work. First-rate. This other
First-rate.
name on here, Dr. Clara McKirry. I presume we can drop that.
省かないがこっちかな。
Why would I do that?
Oh, well, I understand you probably had some little research assistants, but oh, we all have secretaries. we just don't usually put the name on the front cover of the paper.
What do you suggest?
Tell me, have you seen your friend Joseph recently, Samuel?
I have.
Doing
なんかいろい
so
ろ
well in their new positions.
やっぱり修正できないのか。
More for you, in fact.
Thank you.
It would be so well deserved after all these years, especially after the risk I
リスクって
took. A
何？
boy from a grammar school, first in his family to make it to university, you know what I'm saying. It's been really wonderful to give you this opportunity. I would just hate you to throw it away by misattributing your own hard work. That's whatever reasons you have.
Throwing it away? What do you mean?
I mean, there is a world of possibility out there.
うわ
Well, as I say, it really is very good, and I'm not the only one who thinks so.
You've given it to someone else already.
I knew a few who I thought might be interested. I thought you'd be pleased. In fact, I think you might want to prepare yourself for being the center of attention for a little while. I'm sure you would be able to cope, but I think it's perhaps not quite the sort of thing you'd like to foist on a young woman.
なん
I see. And okay to foist upon a man, of course.
But, and I've no doubt you'd be
いやこれ難しい。
With this name on here, there is a good chance it would cause problems.
これがどうすればいいんだろう。
This isn't all about you. There could be problems for everyone. Clara was close with Molly Shannon, wasn't she? The one suspected of being a communist.
それもやっぱり関係しちゃうんだよな。
I'm afraid I don't know.
Well, it's true. How close they were is the real question. Clara joined Molly on that anti-British protest march, I hear.
People are saying Clara's a spy now.
Nobody's saying anything.
まあ女性であるっていうことと、その共産主義に加担したみたいなところ。
Believe you are either with this country or against it. Some of the benefactors of this college. My father used to call this university one of the greatest contributions Britain has made to the world. I would agree with that. Wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
I'd hate to be the one to undermine it. The affair with this Cambridge for business has been bad enough. We can't change the past, but we can learn from it. Before we fool ourselves into remembering it too kindly. And with this name on here, the associations one might make. You see what I'm saying?
I see. But I really think her name should stay.
Good God, Peter, I am trying to make you understand something. This is precisely the way the rod sets in. It's the slow knife. Members of this university were recruited to spy for the Soviet Union 10 years ago. Now members of this university are demanding we lay down our weapons. The only defense we have against the very same foreign power. What happens in 10 years' time? And what happens to the integrity of this college in 10 years? If you share your work on a whim with a girl you've taken a fancy to. And what happens 10 years after that? Cannot survive by making oneself wrong. That is why this university is still here. That is why I am still here. I hope you understand how much I care about your success. It's so common for work to fade into obscurity after it's published. It would be a shame if yours were denied my full-throated support, especially after so many years. Spent years working. I cannot make your decisions for you. By all means, publish with Clara as a co-author if you're feeling generous, but if you do, you'll have to take your chance.
なんか全力で邪魔してきそうだな、この人。
By way of illustration, I've been addressing Whitehall.
Thank you.
Afraid I can't tell you much more now. He's a good man. Okay.
やっぱそういうそれしか道がないってことになっちゃうんだな。
I'm sure things will become clear.
I think you've made things very clear.
Well, let me know what you decide.
あ、ここで決断するんじゃないんだ。
Just knock any time.
うわ、誰もいなかったのかな。あれあれ え、うわうわうわ、この中には何もなかったのか。どこにスモーク？うわぁ、ほんと絶望的。いやー、あ、これノルウェーか？ノルウェーの国旗？あ、うわ、行っちゃった。なんかテントがあるけど。わわわわ。おお。やば。あ、やばやば。あ、一回話しちゃったからか。ホールドし続ける未来もあったのかな。あれ、目覚めってなってる。とりあえず生きてる。誰かいるかな、ここ。あれ、こっちは、あ、でもこっちにカメラが切り替わらないから何もいないのかな。やっぱ無理か。周りを見渡したい。誰かいてくれ。うわ、これ運命の回答。そういう風に回答できたんだ。モールス信号による宛先、機密情報、J. シュバルツ、合衆国南極調査隊、ノルウェー基地 A に駐留、SOS、収容施設に地滑り発生、ノルウェー人に救急処置を実行、1名未だ負傷、2名死亡、ソ連の行為による疑いあり、破棄されて使われていない古い船が山の向こうにあり、船の発見を求む、救援を求む。ああ、それで今来たのが行っちゃったってことかな。うわ。辛いっすね、これは。待って、これ、待って。今見たやつだよね、これね。ピーター、クララのことちゃんと言えたね。南極に来たのはなんか島流しみたいなことだったのかな。
Dr. Hamilton, Peter, how do you do? So good to meet you.
How do you do?
Excuse me, I won't be a moment. Still 3 o'clock, yes? Oh, no need to reschedule. This won't take long. It should be very quick.
クララのことかな。
Right then, please do take a seat. Delighted you could make it to London. I do hope you get the time to enjoy it a little too, considering how busy you've been recently.
なんだろ
Thank you. I'll try to.
Good, do. Anyway, I imagine you're wondering why we asked you here. Well, it can't have surprised you that your field of study has been of increasing interest to us, especially since the war.
う。
You're interested in climatology?
Oh, of course. The paper is going very well, I hear.
Well, it is now, thank you.
Oh, yes, your professor, John Hargreaves, passed us a copy. And it's impressive, the amount of information you've managed to gather. Although I imagine the process of gathering it was rather
クラ
different
ラが
from
助けて
your
くれたからね。
limited budget.
どれだろ
You
う。
know all about it, it seems.
As I said, we were most impressed and wanted to make you an offer. Reward, even.
Reward。
Reward?
Well, you've no doubt taken your budget to its limits by now. What would you say if I could guarantee you a practically unlimited budget for further study? Ensure you had the best equipment, like the Americans. Take you right to the heart of things.
The heart of things?
I believe you traced the source of the radiation back to Antarctica, didn't you?
I did.
I'd say that warrants further study on location, wouldn't you?
島流しではなかった。
I'm glad you agree. We could place you with the Falkland Islands Dependency Survey working in Antarctica, scientist bods. Happy amateurs, very passionate like yourself. Of course, you
幸せなア
probably
マ
have
チュ
to
ア。
sort a few things out with the other name we saw on the paper before you go. I hope that wouldn't be too difficult, considering what's on offer.
クララの
The
こと
other
か。
name, Clara, you mean?
Lovely name. Probably for the best she wouldn't be able to go. Oh, not my say-so, I'm afraid. It's run a bit like the army down there. No women allowed.
Whose say-so is this?
I can assure you this is bigger than any one person.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what this is yet.
I see. Well, you signed those papers on your way in earlier, so I'm at liberty to tell you a little more. Things in the Antarctic, they've been a little strained recently.
クララの方が
Lots of
体力的に向いてたんじゃないかって気も。
territorial claims overlapping. Some sides wanting to secure the resources under the ground. Now, this kind of thing has been going on for decades, of course.
What kind of thing?
Oh, the Germans were flying over there, dropping swastikas in big circles. Before the war, that is. All a bit ridiculous, really. Now, I'm afraid it's the Soviets we've got to contend with. Bit of a royal mess, if you ask me. Still, we're trying to work with them.
Why would you do that? Isn't it dangerous?
The idea is to avert danger, I believe. It should all be in everyone's interest, you see. Every country signed up to something called the Antarctic Treaty. All a rather clever bit of politicking that happened behind the scenes a few years ago. Set up to ensure that Antarctica is used for strictly peaceful purposes. No weapons are to be used. No one can make any future claims on the land. Now, if it sticks, everyone will be frightfully happy. Every side content that they've staked their claim. No more aggression, let's say.
No World War III, you mean?
Quite. We've managed to placate the Soviets so far. This is all strictly confidential, but the sounds coming from Whitehall are not good. We're rather worried that it might all fall through.
How worried are you?
Worried enough, but there's no immediate cause for alarm. Well, in addition to the climate science you'd be able to do, tracking the radiation in the clouds and so forth, we'd like you to inform us of any other sources of radiation out there, what the readings are. If there are any bombs being set off on the continent, it's important that we know as much as we can about them. We don't know what the Soviets might do next. you'd be using the very best equipment, as I said. Useful for your career. Useful for us.
This is still climate science, yes?
Absolutely right. The less we're involved, the better, really. But as I say, if you can help us in this small way, it would certainly help that career of yours.
How can you help, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, after speaking with a few people, Professor Hargreaves, for example, I'm sure that whatever your academic ambitions, after working on something as important as this, you'd have no trouble progressing. And if nothing else, think of the adventure of it. What a reward it would be for all your hard work. What do you think?
You want me to decide now?
Oh, not straight away, but time is rather tight. We'd need an answer soon. Sorry, I've got a meeting in Westminster in 20 minutes. We'll have to cut this short. It's been very good to meet you. Do let me know. And if this Clara thing feels like a sticking point, all I can say is sometimes we all have to answer to something greater than ourselves. Why not think of it as an opportunity for you and to do what's right?
What's right?
I'm sure you understand. Women come and go. This is for your country.
Women come and go. 受信メッセージ記録差出人合衆国駐在武官南極通信部ノルウェーは緊急事態を把握している。ノルウェー海軍が船を送っている。偵察機に注意。上陸用船艇が1800時18時に全員を回収する。怪我人のために担架を用意し上陸地点まで輸送せよ。もう回収されちゃったってことか。あれなんか今、外に船がいた？あれなんか手前に丸が。あれ今出てきたとこかこれ。そうだね。こうはなんもなさそう。入り口があっちか。あれあ、これもう入ったとこだね。あれこっちか。どっちに行けばいいんだ。ああ、なんかお墓があった。船。この船はもう使えなさそうだな。あれでも奥に建物がある。ああ、さっき2名死亡とか書いてたね。あれ誰もいないのか。なんだろうなんかの骨？クジラとか。この車まだ使えんのかな。 ぎついたままか。何も残されてない。とりあえずエンジンかけようか。かからないのか。あれあれうわ、寝ちゃいそう。あ、なんか打ち上がってる。あ、フロイドが打ち上げたやつかな。助けが来たのかな。もう限界だってことかな。あ、かかった。あ、どっち？ガソリンフルにありますね。うわ、あれ？ガソリンは持つんでしょうか。うわ、お、上がってる。え？ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って。ジエンドになっちゃったよ。どういうこと？どういうこと？あ、びっくりした。終わったの？本当に。違うよね。おお。
What on earth was that all about?
You tell me.
I mean, I might have enjoyed it if I was a 10-year-old boy, but it was just boys and their toys again.
It's just an adventure story.
Do all your adventure fantasies involve so much shooting? They're presenting themselves as if they're heroes instead of the land grabbers they actually were.
I think you're taking it too seriously.
I know you're about to see that they were just men testing themselves against the world.
You are taking it too seriously.
あれ、回答仕方わかんないな。
Fine, I'll stop it now. And another thing, where were all the women? I counted one, she was a cook.
We'll go and see a different film next time. You're totally overreacting, Clara. It's just a film. Don't let it get under your skin.
It's depressing. Just turn the radio on, would you?
Of course. Not getting much.
Prime Minister has urged for calm after news from Washington emerged tonight that the Antarctic Treaty is on the brink of falling through. Neither Britain, the United States, nor Soviet Russia could reach a deal. And, in an increasingly nervous political atmosphere, there is now the risk that there will be no agreement to stop any active aggression in Antarctica. After pinning the blame firmly on what he called Russia's continuing aggression, the Prime Minister warned that the next steps are far from clear, and that in this climate of mistrust, the world needed to stay vigilant. It remains to be seen who will make the next move.
え、どういうこと？
Hey, stop shooting, you mad fool! Oh, he's hit the engine.
え、
You've hit the engine. What have you done? It's you, mate. Are you out of your mind? Sorry, mate. I thought you were a bloody Russian. Not a bad shot, though. I gotta catch us a gull for our
エンジン
tea.
にぶつかっちゃったの。
You hit the vehicle. The engine's dead. You satisfied with yourself? Never felt better. Took the last of those painkillers and a drop of whiskey sorted me right out. I thought I'd go for a walk.
うわ
You found whiskey? I had that all along. Save it for special occasions. Birthdays, Christmas. Crashing in the middle of bloody nowhere. Is the radio on? Ah, yeah, had to get away from those beeps. Better out here. Why didn't you just turn it off? Why don't you leave me in peace? Can you move yourself? I'd rather stay out here, mate. Fine. I'll leave you to freeze to death, shall I? Come on.
車まだ動くのもう無理か。なんだろう。
How are you feeling now?
Bit shitty. But better. I just needed that sleep. Mate, that bloody noise on the radio was driving me mad. You know there's a Russian voice that appears on that channel once in a while?
Really?
Yeah, so urgent, whatever it was. Same phrase over and over. Oh, Jesus, it's late.
Do you think the Russians are still out here?
Bloody well hope not.
Why not? We need help.
They don't want us here, you know? Why the hell should they save us, eh?
確かに。
I don't know.
Whatever you found out there, you weren't supposed to see it. If you think some Soviet's going to be happy to see you get out of here alive, you've got another thing coming. And personally, if I saw one out here, I'd make sure he didn't make it home either. Before he did the same to me.
Alpha Romeo Lima, this is Faraday. Faraday Station calling.
Are we glad to hear you?
Hello? We picked up a distress call from this frequency. Can you hear me? Over.
That's right, we need help urgently.
You're very faint. Can you tell me your position? Over.
Floyd, what's our position?
82 degrees south, 19 west.
We're at 82 degrees south, 19 west.
聞こえてる？
Hello?
うわ、聞こえないのか。
Hello, can you tell me what's happening? Why is everywhere deserted? Over.
Hold on.
What the hell are they doing?
It's possible that there's been some sort of radiation leak. The Soviets have been broadcasting a warning signal which
Wow.
triggered an evacuation. We think that your location is within...
わあ、救助も来れないってことかな。直ちに危険があるわけ。
right.
ああ、救助隊は来てくれんだ。うわあ、早く来てくれ。本当に来んのかな。
That again. Too bloody sinister. Turn it off. Well, ain't that a beauty?
ずっとここにいればよかったってことかな。
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
え、
Oh, have a little faith, please. They'll come.
Oh, I hope so, mate. We're both in line for knighthoods if we make it out, that's for sure.
What do you mean?
Your government loves to give out honours to failed Antarctic explorers.
しっくり。
Otherwise, the whole endeavour would just look nuts. Shackleton, remember him? Marooned most of his men on an island for a year.
I don't know about that.
シャックルトン。
He got the polar medal, didn't even make it home. Heroic failures. Just like us. Hey, how does Sir Peter Hamilton sound? Anyway, that's if we make it out. Hope they find us before the food runs out.
Well, I found you again, didn't I?
Yeah. You did, mate. You did. Which reminds me, how did you find the plane again?
Oh, dumb luck.
No, come on, seriously.
Well, no, it was lucky. Spotting the flares that you sent up.
What's that?
え、撃ってない。
I never sent up any flares, mate. Sorry?
え、
No, the flare box was empty. Not been checked in years, my guess. Bloody panicked me for a while.
Are you saying there's someone else here?
Search me. Why don't you take a look out? See anything?
It's too hazy. Wait,
あ、撃ってる。
there it is. That's not far away. So there is someone else over here. Do you think they're friendly?
Chances are no. We're gonna need more food soon.
What are you doing?
This is from World War One. Would you believe?
Why are you playing with that thing?
Here. One bullet left.
一発か。
Why the hell do I need this?
We know there's something going on, but we don't know who that could be out there. All I'm saying is, be on your guard.
I'm not shooting anyone.
Just raise it up when you approach. That's all. Make sure you're the one in charge. In doubt, make sure you're the one that fires first.
うわ、めっちゃ賭けだな。
That's the one. Better hope there aren't two of them. So, you gonna wait around here all day then? You gonna be alright? I'll whiskey, mate. I'll be happy with Larry. And I've got this. So, just keep that gun raised. You'll be fine. Make sure you don't get that knighthood posthumously.
うわ。あ、ここでセーブされたので、よし、今日はここで終わろうかと思います。どうなるんでしょう。また次回楽しみにやりたいと思います。ありがとうございます。失礼します。